Hey guys, welcome back to another Virgo Girl recommendation. And today we are going to talk about Palmer. I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I want to start off talking about Justin Timberlake. Shout out to Justin Timberlake. He is very, very talented. Um, the fact that his music, he has really good music, and then he actually is a good little actor. I mean, that's amazing. That's just so. Shout out to Justin Timberlake. He did a wonderful job on this movie, and it also showed us once again that he can act. The man can act. He came in as this convict who had just got out of jail, and so we're all thinking like, "What the hell did you do?" That was the thing that was running through my mind because they kind of left you like not knowing what he did. He just was just coming home from being in jail for 12 years, which is a long time to be in jail. So that's kind of like how, you're kind of greeted with this movie. And it's kind of like, okay, what did this man do? And what is he about to do now? Is he reformed? Like, what's going on with this guy? So it kind of starts off that way. And then they kind of like usher in this little boy actually, and he, oh my gosh, just stole my heart. You guys are going to cry. You're gonna want to just help him. And I mean, it's so touching with this little boy. This little boy pretty much stole the show, although that's not taking away anything away from Justin Timberlake, because he definitely did his thing. But the little boy, because his story was so touching and it just pulls on your heartstrings, I was so like invested in him as well. So his name is Ryder Allen. That's his real name, and he plays Sammy in this movie. He plays a little boy who is very feminine, and they're living in a small town in Louisiana. So you know how well that will go over. So basically, he Justin Timberlake is kind of like introduced to this kid, like through his grandmother, because his grandmother knows this kid because his mom lives on Justin Timberlake's grandmother's property. She has like a trailer on this property, and this lady, I don't know if this lady is like renting from her or what, but there's like a trailer on Justin Timberlake's grandmother's property, and that's where the woman and the little boy lives. The little boy that's that I was telling you about, that's really, he has such a touching story. But at any rate, going on through the movie, basically Justin Timberlake, he's just this guy trying to get back out and get his footing. A lot has changed. That's one thing I want to touch on. A lot of things have changed since he's been gone for 12 years. I mean, think about it. What were you doing 12 years ago? I mean, things were totally different. So he's just coming home, and he doesn't even have a cell phone, guys. So that just shows you how out of touch with things he is. He's just not there. He's just not, up with the times yet. So he's trying to get himself together on that. He's also trying to deal with the fact that, yes, he does have a criminal record. So he's also dealing with how hard it is to get a job, that being, because of that. Now, I like everything about this movie except for one thing. I feel, and you guys can let me know below if you've seen this movie. You can tell me if I missed something. The part about him, about why he was even in jail in the first place, that part, I just don't understand why they didn't do more when it came to that part. Why didn't they, I just feel like they should have really dug into that a little bit more, because they told the story of why he was in jail. Like he said, what the events that happened. But like, where are those people now? I mean, like he had like asked about them, and people, they just gave like kind of like brushed over it. I wanted a little bit more in that area. And because I just still feel like there's a little bit of gray area there. And I don't want to spoil it, but I just feel like, did he really do it? Or did someone help him? Like, it's weird how, he wasn't alone when this happened, but he was the only one that went to jail. And then there's like other people that were, you know, involved, but it doesn't really say how involved they were. And then in some parts, it makes it seem like Justin Timberlake's character didn't really do it by himself. Like he shouldn't have been the only one in jail, or like he shouldn't have been gone for that long. Like basically like they alluded to the fact that he took the rap for someone, if you will, but it didn't give you all the details really. So like I said, I don't know if I missed something, but that's how I took it. I don't feel like there was enough details on this, on what happened with him. But that aside, the movie was fantastic. The ending was good. I feel like the little boy needs to win some kind of award, because the simple fact that the way he executed his lines, his timing was perfect. The way he, oh man, his interaction with the people, when he got angry at one point, he went off on this lady. I mean, just everything. And then also just how brutally honest this kid was. That part was so amazing. Like he didn't sugarcoat anything. He just told it like it was. And it was just brilliant the way he executed his lines. Also, this movie deals with kids who are unfortunately have to deal with parents who are, you know, addicts. So he, you know, that was part of this movie as well. The little boy, his mom was really wild and just like out there. So that's another portion of it that's really sad, and it, you know, it pulls on your heartstrings as well. So that's a portion of it as well. And then it kind of like shows the interaction that her and Justin Timberlake, the few that they had in the movie, were all just crazy. So it shows that dynamic as well. And it's like a little portion, but it kind of like brings it all back together at the end and ties it all in, and just kind of like shows you Justin Timberlake's true character. And so you're like, oh, this is who this man is for real, you know, because it's like people start coming out and speaking about him, and yeah, you get to see, okay, so this is who this man was for real. You know, he really was this type of person all along, kind of thing. So that's interesting to see at the end as well. It's just an all around good movie. What kind of mood do you need to be in to watch this movie? I feel like you need to be kind of in a chill mood. It's kind of sad, you know, like it has some sad parts, but it also has some uplifting parts, and it kind of like comes back and gives you a little hope, if you will, hope for humanity. So it gives you a little hope there at the end. And so it's just kind of, it depends, you know, it's not, definitely if you're in the mood for some just strictly laughter, like a funny movie, this is not it. It's more like a drama, like it almost seems like based on a true story, to be honest with you. That's how it plays out. It seems exactly like a movie based on a true story. And I really thought it was, but I found out that it wasn't, but it definitely reads that way. So kind of like that, if you're interested in watching something like more like could be based on actual events type of movie, and that it's a really good movie with good actors and well played out, I would say this is a great one for you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video now. Don't forget to check out Palmer, and it's on Apple TV, actually. That's where I watched it at. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace.